This is a very dramatic day, and I think it might be near a tipping point. Do you think this is a tipping point?
This is unbelievable. This is remarkable. Have you ever seen anything like this?
You can mark it down. This is the day that everything changed.
We begin with the bombshell.
The beginning of the end?
The beginning of the end.
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 In fact, if this were a football game, we're in the third quarter. May even be the beginning of the end.
We begin tonight with the bombshell.
Donald Trump is in a lot of trouble.
Trump is in trouble.
The president will resign.
Another hour, another bombshell.
This is a tipping point.
Trump's going down.
Breaking news.
Absolute bombshell.
I think Donald Trump is in trouble.
Donald Trump is not. He's done. And it's over.
It's over.
The wall's closing in.
The wall's closing in.
This is going to be the Achilles heel.
Breaking news tonight.
I expect Trump to depart.
This week will be the watershed week.
Trump is in big trouble.
Trump's in a lot of trouble.
It's a sign of a terrified old man who feels the
Walls
Closing in.
The walls
are increasingly
Closing in on him.
tonight. The walls
are closing in.
today changed everything. This is the beginning of the end. Today, the biggest
tipping point for the Trump administration.
What a historic day. The bombshells, they fell.
it's entropy and it's crumbling internally.
He's underwater. He feels
The walls closing in.
Could his testimony be a turning point?
We may be at a tipping point.
It's the beginning of
The end.
The beginning
of the end.
Another bombshell.
Bombshell. Bombshell.
Bombshell.
Bombshell.
Bombshell.
Bombshell.
Bombshell.
This is Infrared. We're here at Brooklyn Bridge, now named Brooklyn Bridge City Hall Station, so that you don't have to. It's Friday,
March
24th, about 1:30 in the afternoon. It is cloudy outside, overcast, temperatures in the low 50s, maybe high 40s. And anyway, just to point out, this tile work was done fairly recently, like 25 years ago maybe, but that Brooklyn Bridge logo dates back to the original construction of this station in 1904. I don't think so. As the sign says, we're exiting at Foley Square. Now, this entire footprint of park that you see here 2 days ago was filled with press vehicles awaiting an announcement of an indictment or not from either this building across the street, State Court, as I like to call it, 12 Angry Men Court, or the building across the street, the state office building, or the offices of the district attorney for New York County, which are about a block from here. So, and I'd seen something about this in the press earlier this week, that the real-life press trucks taking up all the acreage around here were coinciding with the scheduled film shoot. So, let's take a walk past the Marriage Bureau, past the district attorney's office, and then we'll explore Mulberry Street.
It's like 2 minutes. I'm glad I blocked out like 3 hours of work.
So this is the building you come to if you want a City Hall wedding. It's not in City Hall.
And then deem it safe for transport, not safe for...
This is Hogan Place, named after a former district attorney whose first name escapes me now. And you can see across the street and through the scaffolding, District Attorney, County of New York. And here, in anticipation of some future announcement about something, a pen to hold the press.
They didn't want to give me a
Okay. Here's where we to take pictures of people taking pictures. So we're not the only ones waiting for something to happen. And meanwhile, it looks like the vehicles set up here. Oh, I don't know what these tents are for, and whether it has something to do with what's being filmed here. This is Columbus Park, which for a long time was spelled on the Parks Department sign as Columbus with an O instead of a U. So we're going to walk up Mulberry Street, which is just to our right. But first, this is the, I guess, Corrections Department or Police Department vehicle entrance, the back entrance, if you will, to the Manhattan House of Detention, lovingly nicknamed the Tombs. So Mulberry Street starts out here in Chinatown, and when we cross Canal, we'll be in Little Italy. And those of you who may have seen our previous walk through Arthur Avenue, which labels itself the Little Italy of the Bronx, we'll see, I think, quite a contrast between what's still a mostly authentic shopping district in the Bronx and something much more commercialized here in Little Italy. In New York. So it's Friday afternoon, March 24th. It's about 1:45 p.m.
She's gonna get go to the bank.
Right. We've crossed Canal. So on this north side of Canal, we just crossed from Chinatown into Little Italy. As you can see from the many Little Italy appropriate souvenirs. Oh well. Not sure how they decided to group those license plates.
Taipon Bakery. Excuse me? Taipon Bakery.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir.
So here we are, Mulberry Street, Little Italy. Doesn't cater too much to tourists. Oh, look at that, food. Moneros. Really? And so, why would visitors to New York come to Little Italy to buy license plates?
Over here, lady. And back over. Kanina.
Guys, lunch. Next time, Chef is signing.
Here, get out of the way.
Yeah.
license plates. This is a relocated Umberto's Clam House. There's a story behind the original's location. Look it up. And the building across the street, and that's labeled Italian Food Center, used to be one. Used to be an indoor market, and now it's not. It's a restaurant. This was a Leva cheese, which was like 120 years old or older, 125 years old. And they just went out of business at this location and are reportedly reopening in Jersey. Now, this has been here a long time. Hometown Hot Pot and Barbecue, not to be confused with just plain old Hometown Barbecue in Redmond and Industry City. And then this in a former location right under the Manhattan Bridge 25 years ago, 1997 was my first banh mi, and one of the first banh mi's in New York. So, very popular. Now, so that I think tells us two things. One, it is a very popular place, and two, all those people were waiting after they placed their order. The front of the store, which is where all those people were standing, until very recently used to be a jewelry store. I would say a low-end jewelry store.
Yeah.
So you would walk through the displays of jewelry and then order your banh mi. Another Little Italy tradition. So now with crossing over the north side of Broome Street, we are exiting Little Italy and entering the neighborhood of Nolita, north of Little Italy. Nolita. Whoa. We're just going to take a slight detour down here, about a half block. Because we need to point out Rice to Riches, which has been here, I'm going to say, at least 25 years, and they make many flavors of rice pudding, and that's all they sell is rice pudding. I've had it. It's very, very good.
It's like making me slouch.
Right next door.
And okay, one more half block diversion. Never mind. I thought we were somewhere else. Never mind. How long have these bottles of milk been here? Yikes. All right, back on Mulberry. Beyond Sushi, is that like plant-based sushi? I have to show you this. I hope you can read it, but it's a text alert I just got from Notify NYC that says, please avoid the area of Hogan Place. There will be emergency personnel there. That's where we were. Hogan Place, the offices of the New York County District Attorney.
Send me an email saying we were
And for those of you who know that St. Patrick's Cathedral is that twin-spired, very large church in Rockefeller Center. Before St. Patrick's Cathedral was built there, we have the Basilica of St. Patrick's Old Cathedral. So let's just go to where they say the entrance is. Entrance, the green door, of course. But we're not going to go inside. the St. Patrick Youth Center. Dates back to the 1800s. Just kidding. Okay, matcha churros.
One of us came back.
I thought churros were only sold in the subway here.
Yeah. I mean that I have to sit down.
That Staples truck has a very non-conforming Staples logo. All right, so we're at East Houston and Mulberry, and we are going to enter the bleaker Broadway Lafayette station. This is the end of our walk. We've started at Foley Square, walked past the district attorney's office at Hogan Place, which the authorities are now telling us we should avoid. And we walked up Mulberry Street through Chinatown, Little Italy, Nolita, and we end here, kind of on the border of Nolita and I don't know, is this NoHo? It is north of Houston across the street. Anyway, this is Infrared, and this is what you've been watching.